Sagittarius Rising, welcome here to Soul Passages Astrology. My name is Georgia Dempsey. I'm your astrologer, and I'm so glad to see you here. And I want to just start off by saying thank you for your patience. Oh my goodness. Since January, I've fixed a house, flipped a house, sold a house, boxed up an apartment, moved cross country to Utah, unpacked, and in the midst, the May videos did not happen. It just wasn't going to be there. But I'm here now. I'm in a great spiritual place. I've set up. I've got an angel room. I'm so excited. I've done the life simplification, restructuring thing, and I'm absolutely thrilled. So anyhow, I'm here with your June video, and I just want to say thanks for hanging in there with me, because I know all of us who have Sag Rising right now are busy trying to make our dreams a reality. And that goes for you as well as for me. And it sort of comes down to a grand cross that is going to be stretching everyone in early June, and that includes all of us. Now, by June 2nd, you should start to feel kind of the push and the pull of this planetary alignment. Saturn, your taskmaster, who's now touring Sagittarius in your first house, will be opposing a Sun-Venus connection located in your 7th, which has been got everything to do with your close partnerships, be it a lover, a spouse, a close business associate, or a very dear friend. Now, kind of laying at a 90-degree angle to this 1st to 7th house axis, which is key for you, thus forming the cross, you also have Jupiter in the north node of the moon in Virgo in your 10th house, opposing Neptune, Chiron, and the south node, all swimming through the Piscean waters of your 4th. So what does this mean in your life? I mean, that's what it really comes down to, right? Your 10th house Jupiter wants to confer blessings on you by expanding your knowledge, career reach, and health. What job skills can you learn to enhance your reputation in the world? Can you rearrange your schedule so you can have a better work-life balance? What does it truly mean to have abundance in your life? Some of you will decide that health is wealth and that having more time at home is actually more prosperous than climbing the social ladder. Others will continue to strive for high-profile promotions. Since, however, there is a cross in the sky, it does not mean that these gifts are going to fall into your lap without effort or conflict. For starters, Chiron, Neptune, and the south node of the moon are all causing a bit of a stir in that house opposing Jupiter. The 4th house represents your family, your home, and your psychological underpinnings. Consider it the root cellar or basement of who you are. Consequently, your family roots and upbringing have much to do with how you feel about yourself. Are you self-confident? Do you feel safe and nurtured at home? Do you have a stable base from which you can reach out into the world to shine your light? Recently, a lot of Sagittarians made a move so they could find a home that was more true to who they are. For some, this was an important aspect of their restructuring process, possibly due to a change in a primary relationship. For others, like myself, a move was made in order to simplify life and to land in a place where I have a spiritual connection. Finding an ideal home base can then enable you to reach for other things in your life that are important. That could include education, travel, greater health and vitality, or even a spiritually based home business. With Saturn in Sagittarius firmly cemented in your 1st house, you are in the process of restructuring your life, your outward expression to the world, and your belief systems. Recently, you've been letting go of things that no longer work for you, and the reason you're doing this is so you can construct a better, stronger, truer version of yourself. And this isn't necessarily an easy task, for the Sagittarian end of the stick loves expansion and optimism, but Saturn ushers in delays, burdens, and reality checks. In this process of restructuring, some of you will dump dead-end jobs. Others will choose to go back to school so you can usher in your newer, brighter self. Relationships that have stalled out or that drag you down will get discarded. You could also find yourself focusing more on spiritually minded or alternative health endeavors. That's that Jupiter in Virgo. If you've been working your tail off for years and are not being rewarded for your efforts, you will be seeking jobs that provide better balance in your life, even if you lose salary in the process. This is not a bad thing, for with Saturn in the first house of the body, squaring up to both Jupiter and Neptune, it pays to take care of your health because the first house has all to do with the body. Hips, ankles, Achilles tendons, and blood sugar levels should be something all Sag Rising folks watch closely under the current sky. Sitting has become the new smoking, and with Pluto in your second house of earned income, many of you have been pounding down the desk hours for years in your effort to get ahead. To add to this complexity of the cross, you now also have the Sun and Venus in Gemini opposing your first house Saturn. Are those closest to you supporting you in creating your 2.0 version? In your search for the top, have you forgotten how important your loved ones are? It's important to find balance with the sky because there's so much at stake. You are working diligently to bring forth the new you, but do you have family support? And I say that because you've got Neptune, Chiron, and the South Node all in the fourth. What are your needs? That's Saturn in your first versus the others in your life. Can you accomplish what you want in the world? Are your partnerships helping you along the way, or are they throwing up constant roadblocks? That's Jupiter square your seventh house action. Do you have confidence in your skills? Maybe you are concerned about financing your home as you grow older. That would be Saturn square Neptune. Will there be enough money? Can you have faith and trust in the universe, Jupiter opposite Neptune, and follow your inner compass in order to create meaningful work and a healthy life balance? These are just a few of the questions that pop into mind under this current configuration. Now on June 13th, Neptune will go retrograde in your fourth house. For some of you, this will reignite the desire to find a perfect home. For others, you are searching for inner peace and tranquility. There's a strong desire to rise above earthly reality and find a higher vision for your life. You long for a deep emotional connection with the work you are doing in the world. And if you can't find it, you may try to create it for yourself via a home business. Improving nebulous relationships on the home front are also in order. In essence, you're seeking firm ground to stand on right now, but it seems as if everything beneath your feet is shifting. It's possible that finding a sense of security for yourself right now may require that you lean more heavily on who you are on the inside, and that's Pluto in Cap in your second house. What skills and talents can you unearth that will bring rewards into your life, spiritual or otherwise? Get rid of that which is not working and focus on strengthening your core. You have what it takes to become the new you. What belief systems or structures do you need to change so you can emerge a butterfly? Saturn will be squaring up to Neptune on the 17th, forcing you to look at these very questions. How can you bring security into your life? Do you need more financial security, or would simply building a stronger home foundation do the trick? Does money bring security, or is it an inner knowingness that you have the resources you need to support yourself? Would life be more comforting if you had time to develop your spirituality versus churning the money wheel? I mean, I often ask that question, what really gives you strength? And I'm tending to think it's what you have on the inside and your spiritual beliefs that give you more strength and certainty than any amount of money you can earn. When you leave this life, your money doesn't get put into some kind of ethereal suitcase you get to cart along. So the question is, whatever your dream is, how can you make that dream, that's Neptune, a reality? Keeping all of those other questions in mind. Now on the 20th, a fiery full moon in Sagittarius will be lighting your first house of self. Where do you stand in terms of manifesting your dreams? What additional work must come to bear to make things happen? For a while now, Mars has been moving retrograde through your first house, and that has been slowing your progress down to mud. That situation, however, is soon to change. On the 29th of the month, expect the god of war and passion to once again get your juices flowing. What actions do you need to take to make your dreams real? What fires up your spirit, Saggies? You are the type of person that needs a purpose, a mission, something you can believe in. As you restructure your life, don't forget to listen to your soul. It's like a magnetic needle guiding your thoughts and actions. Just as the full moon reveals your standing, both the sun and Venus enter the sign of Cancer in your 8th house. This denotes protection and luck where it comes to matters of joint finances, 401ks, support from loved ones, and other people's money. It's also a wonderful time to cozy up to the person you love. The 26th should be a stellar day, so mark your calendars on that one. Pluto in Capricorn, who's now lurking in your 2nd house of values, will be shooting a lovely beam of light right at your 10th house Jupiter and North Node. Skills and talents you've kept under wraps could now fuel your destiny in the world. For some, a big promotion, raise, or job opportunity will be headed your way. Others may elect to enhance job skills by mentoring with someone or going back to school. New clients could also land on your doorstep because they see the truth of who you are. However, it shakes down. I see good things happening for you on this day. Hold on to this positive vibe, Saggies, because on the 27th, Chiron, the wounded healer, is going to go retrograde in your 4th house. This can turn up feelings of insecurity from the past. Have parenting issues somehow undermined your belief in yourself? Maybe you are concerned about the security of your home dwelling or psychological base. Whatever's causing this anxiety, remember that is only welling up so that you can take action and initiate the healing you need so you can move forward. Mars, that god of war and passion, will re-engage on the 29th, helping you to take positive action. When Mars retrogrades, everything slows down to sludge, making it extremely difficult to accomplish goals. As he fires back up, you should start feeling like a soul on fire. You know what you want out of life, and this fiery planet should help direct your actions. As you restructure, Sagittarius, think of yourself as a butterfly in a cocoon. You can't rush greatness. First, a proper nest or tree must be selected. Then a gossamer web must be spun so you can safely shelter yourself while beginning the process of restructuring. Many internal changes must take place as you change old scripts, develop new strengths and talents, and reorganize the guts of who you are. I expect absolutely nothing less than a magnificent butterfly to emerge. All right, I hope you have yourselves a wonderful June. Thanks for being patient with my delays as I restructure. I appreciate Google Pluses, likes, shares, all of that. And I am still running my special till June 1. So if you need some coaching or mentoring, let me know. Contact info is at the front of the video. I wish you the absolute best, Saggies. I know what you're going through. All right, you take care. Peace, blessings, and namaste.